Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. I am Daniel. This is Jonathan. Today we are back with Death Note episode 27.
Woo.
Crazy, monumental
moment. Pivotal as well, I think.
Pivotal happened in the last episode. Allegedly, you know how I am with deaths on any show we watch.
I'm believing this one.
I know it seems kind of real, but L, he got L, and I think L realized, because you know there towards the end he started like kind of backing up a little bit, like being less aggressive with his, and I was like, he's either thinking about something. I think he was just calculating everything and realizing like, I don't think there's any way out of this one.
Right.
He probably figured out exactly what Light's plan was, and there was no way for him to get out of it. And Light's like the plan and like basically coercing Rem to do his bidding with L.
Yep.
So we had like that's kind of the symbolic washing of the feet moment. So I think that was L's way of just saying like, yeah, I know what's going to happen.
Right.
He kind of alluded to it a few times. So him and Otari are out now, but there was a little twist there at the end where his computer was left out there and it had a countdown and it sent a message and it went what we think is maybe the orphanage or something that L grew up in, and they got word, and they seem to be the only ones that know that L is dead. Correct.
Because Light's plan was to make everyone believe that L is still alive
and masquerade as him.
Correct.
And he made it. He was obviously planned it all ahead. Like he acted like he wasn't interested or whatever, and like he made it seem like it was his dad and the police force's idea to make him L, even though that was his plan the whole time.
Agree. Yep.
So we have that going on, and then even Ryuk was like, "Well, now things are gonna be pretty boring." He's like, "On the contrary," and he's like starting his like mission.
Right.
So everything's like out of his way. As far like basically Rem is out of his way, L's out of his way. Those are like the two biggest things. I'd say Misa is still somewhat of a wild card in this whole situation. But because if she wasn't in the picture, then
I feel like this time around though she's being a lot more cautious than the first time around.
Yeah, right. But even like, I don't know, like I'm saying like more like if she gets wind that Light maybe doesn't actually care for her like he says he does, or that it was him who had that basically made Rem.
Oh, that's right, because she was able to see Rem.
Right.
So now she's not going to see Rem, so she's going to wonder.
So yeah, and that's what I'm wondering. You know,
dang.
like
what if
she obviously cares for Light more than anything else in the world, but that's like the only wild card that could turn into something else. Because I mean, she has the Shinigami eyes.
Yep. And
so she technically has the upper hand on Light. Oh, well, she can't see Light's name.
Right. Or she can't see his name, but
does she already know? Does she know his name already? It's probably not as hard to get his name though.
Oh well, remember there was also that part of his name, the way it's written. It's like Light, but it can also mean moon or something, so she might get it wrong.
Right. But I feel like you know who his dad is. He's a police chief. You can probably somehow figure out, go to the school, pretend to be something else, and like get his name if you really wanted to. It'd be a little easier.
Agree.
Anyway, but that's kind of where we are now. We're going to see kind of the aftermath, and we're going to see what the whole story is with those people who got wind of what did L have planned in the event of his death.
Yep.
That's kind of what I'm curious, because he's smart, so he probably had like all kinds of contingencies. Yep. All right, but that's all we got. We're going to go ahead and jump in. Before we do, guys, please consider subscribing to our channel. Full link to access to run our Patreon, as well as early access to future episodes if you want to get ahead over there. Otherwise, we're going to hop into episode 27.
27. Let's do it. That looks like a...
But how?
Anybody see? Out of me?
See, he's acting kind of how L does. Oh, you're right.
Execute him, and now you're telling me that he's been killed?
This guy acts like L.
Right. He's gonna redo the puzzle over and over.
If you can't win the game, if you can't solve the puzzle, then you're just a loser.
Oh.
Which of us did L pick? Me or Nier?
See, I told you that's the...
It's like a...
Mirror.
He hadn't chosen yet.
Oh. Like a...
Successor.
Listen, can't the two of you work together?
All right, sounds good.
You know I don't get along with Nier. Nier should be the one to succeed L. He's not like me. He never gets emotional. He just uses his head like it's a game or a puzzle.
And he knows where all the parts go, and they're all white too.
And as for me, I'm leaving this institution.
He seems younger.
So that's what you're saying this notebook of death actually is?
That's right. At this point, the Japanese police should have it in their possession.
Bro, he's smart too then.
But it said 2012. Earlier it said 2007. Oh, that was when he first died, and it's been 5 years then, I guess.
The Coronel is a fake. He was created by the Japanese police.
Oh, Mr.
to avoid
President.
Confusion and panic amongst the various international police agencies.
Nier is, well, in a sense, you could call him the true successor to L.
It's like has similar mannerisms.
Yeah.
Posting names and faces online, I'm sorry, but if you ask me, it's the people doing that who deserve to die.
To them, the world's become a good place for people who don't commit any crimes, or rather, it's a good place for innocent people who lead good lives.
Are you all still talking about that Kita business? Please give it a rest for one afternoon, dear.
Mr. Matsuda, right?
Oh, that's me.
Oh, he's blushing.
Wow, it's been a long time.
You're all grown up and pretty. The last time I saw you, you were this big.
Matsu, your face is going bright red.
I told you.
I mean, no way.
Well, you can forget it. I'll never let Sayu marry a cop.
I was thinking if you were a little younger, I might have considered going out with you sometime.
Dang.
Guess my little sister's all grown up, isn't
So
she?
maybe she's
No
like
kidding.
20
She's already
and
way more mature than Matsu.
he's like 29 or something.
Yes, what is it, Aizawa?
They've told him that L is dead.
Yes,
They found out.
right.
He's not saying anything around me, so maybe he knows that.
Involving who?
They got Director Takimura
Whoa.
of the NPA. Not sure who's behind it. Did the kidnappers make any demands in terms of ransom?
They did.
They want Kita's book.
The director for the notebook.
Dang.
Who's behind this? And for what reason?
Maybe Nier's behind it.
Give him a
Dad,
fake
did you say
notebook.
anything to the director about the notebook? We all agreed to keep the information between the 6 of us. Someone knows about the Death Note. And beyond that, they know that the Japanese police have it. And now they've come to claim it for themselves.
He doesn't know about an
Notify
L
every
successor
bureau in the
either.
police department.
There's a visitor here who wants to meet with Director Takimura.
What?
I'm an agent with the FBI. Of
Oh,
course,
he's the
this
one
is
who was
just an
talking to
alias.
him.
Working with.
As my assignment involves Kira, it's a necessary precaution.
Kira?
The Japanese police have proven themselves to be unreliable. So in order to solve
Dang.
the Kira case, we want you to hand over the notebook to us.
Oh, they know about it too.
What's behind it?
Where did you take the director? What would the FBI gain by capturing the director of the
See?
Japanese NPA?
It seems that the director of the Japanese police force has been kidnapped by someone.
So they didn't even know that. So that's not by
Someone who wants
Nier.
the notebook.
I thought it was them.
Pass on this message through our agent. Suggest to the Japanese police that we would like to assist them in rescuing the director and apprehending the culprits.
Interesting.
Oh, that's who did it.
Oh, this is what's it?
Mello.
Mello, yeah.
Mello is also a genius.
Say anything yet?
But
They told
using
us
it for
the Japanese
bad.
police have begun to wimp out on Kira. Looks like right now the only ones who are officially working for L are Soichiro Yagami, Kanzo Mogi, and Tota Matsuda.
Of all the investigators on the task force, Deputy Director Yagami would be the highest ranking, right?
Oh man.
Yeah.
My theory is that there are 2 notebooks out there.
Dang.
One of them is in Kira's possession, the other's with the NPA. We're gonna take both of them.
Oh man, this is like causing a
As long as we
3-way
do what
thing.
Mello says,
Yeah.
There'll be no mistakes.
It's not just the notebook I'm after. I want to eliminate my competition.
Is it him? Is it
I
just
don't
him
care
versus
what it
Nier?
takes. I'll beat Nier by any means necessary.
I didn't expect this.
All right.
This causes a whole new complicated mess.
Yeah.
That means Light and Mello could technically team up, like enemy of my enemy in a way.
I don't think Light and him would though.
No, they wouldn't, but it would cause an interesting
Dynamic,
3-way
yeah.
battle. Man, do you never run out of pages in this notebook?
Right.
So I'm wondering. It's been 5 years. If you just write die of accident for the cause of death, the victim will die from a natural accident after 6 minutes and 40 seconds from the time of writing it. All right, so you don't even have to be like specific. Die of an accident. Even though only the name is written in the death note, if it influences and causes other humans that are not written in it to die, the victim's cause of death will be a heart attack. Okay.
Oh.
You can't say yeah.
Die. Well,
be in a car with other passengers and drive off a cliff.
Right.
And so, but then if they die of a heart attack, that could still maybe happen. So.
Right. True.
Looks like Takemura hung himself with his tie somehow.
Oh.
What are we supposed to do with a dead hostage?
If Kira is responsible for this, We know he can't touch us since he doesn't know our names or faces. That's why he went after Takimura instead.
Oh, that's why I showed him with the pin.
Who knows about the kidnapping? That should make things rather
interesting. Wow.
I'll tell you what we're gonna
Don't tell him that he's dead.
Kidnap Soichiro Yagami's daughter.
Hey, Light won't kill her.
Matsuda's gonna beat him up, bro.
I found out the real name of the FBI agent, John McEnroe. He's actually called Larry Connors.
Oh, boy.
Well, that's good to know.
The FBI has offered to help us rescue Director Takimura. I'm pretty sure we'll be able to trust them.
But he can't tell him.
Should already be dead by now.
But he can't tell him that.
Why haven't the kidnappers said anything? Are they going to give up on the deal just because they lost their bargaining chip?
He doesn't know the opponents have near.
The director might not have known about the notebook, but he does know who was originally working with Al. It just occurred to me, we're not the only ones in danger here. Our families are at risk.
And as soon as he said it,
about trading the director in exchange for the notebook, the deal's been canceled. Takimura is dead.
Oh, he's telling him.
The new deal is this. The notebook for Sayu Yagami.
Oh, shoot. Playing dirty?
Deputy, you had better handle this on your own, without backup. If I see the police making any big movements in the next little while, I'll kill your daughter. That's right. Business.
Oh, shoot.
I'll contact you tomorrow.
And now Light can't do anything.
Right.
They got me. They used the director's death as an opportunity to get to Sayu.
Bro, you don't mess with someone's...
Bro, I can imagine that.
As a kid, your own kid, dude, you would be livid.
I think it was Kidda who killed the director, not the kidnappers. He probably did it because he doesn't want the notebook to fall into the wrong hands. If he killed the director, then it's reasonable to assume he has ways of obtaining information from within the police force.
Wow.
That means we should be the ones who investigate this.
He's giving up more information but to help himself out.
We've just received a report that the director of the Japanese police agency has been killed.
It'd be interesting if it turned out to be Kira.
If it is in fact Kira, I can narrow down our list of suspects significantly.
Right.
Have you been able to determine his whereabouts yet?
Not yet. We were able to confirm that he left the institution 4 years ago.
That clinches it.
What?
Mello, you never change. How could you leave your photo behind at the orphanage?
We'll make the exchange here. Come to LA by yourself in 2
wow.
days, and of
They
course,
flew her.
bring the notebook with you.
I won't make the trade unless I'm sure my daughter's safe. Sayu.
They showed something
in the background. Yeah, where's that picture?
Chief, I just checked out the show that was playing in the background.
Yeah.
And it's being broadcast right now on a local LA station.
At least we know she's still alive. That's reassuring.
I'm taking
Right, I was gonna say, as a dad,
it's my decision, both as deputy director of the Japanese police force and as Sayu Yagami's father.
Man, that's wild.
So what you...
This is L.
I don't believe it. It's L.
Lights
I've already
gone.
heard what investigator John McEnroe, or rather Larry Connors, had to say to Deputy Director Yagami in regards to the notebook and the Kira case.
Will you help us with the investigation into NPA Director Takimura's murder?
I'm pleased to meet you at last, L number 2.
Dang, they told him.
There's really no point in trying to hide it. We are a new organization known as the SPK, or Special Provision for Kira.
7 of our top members already know of L's death.
They do?
You can address me
Okay.
as
N?
Mellow M.
Yeah.
This is strange.
Feels like when he spoke with L.
What is it?
Yeah. Oh, I mean, look at the colors are all different too.
Dang, that was a fun episode.
I was just talking about how Light needs an antagonist, like someone. Dang, but it's even interesting, man. They kind of gave up. They should have, like, I don't know, held on to that longer.
The show moves fast.
It moves
talked
fast
about
though.
it.
Like not divulging that they know that L. So now
L number 2.
But it's crazy because like Light hasn't had to be extremely calculated in a few years,
right?
Because L was the only one that could put up a fight. Now he's seeing this, like he figured he could just take care of, kill the director, and then they got nothing else. But then he didn't. There was like a little twist.
He didn't count on that being M.
They didn't count on that being M. Now there's M and N. He doesn't even really know about M. I mean, he knows, but he doesn't know that how they're connected.
Correct.
And like.
He'll piece it together somehow.
But now he pretty much has 2 foes.
Right.
And technically M doesn't like N, but M also wants the notebook. and Light doesn't want to give up the notebook. So it's
very strange love triangle.
Right. I don't know if these will all become friends, but it's kind of crazy because they even put him in a tough spot by like, this was almost accidental, and more coincidental, I should say, is in taking Sayu, the daughter, which is Light's sister, because they could have taken anybody else.
Right.
And now it's really showing that Light is willing to take out, because taking out the director.
Right. That's crazy.
And that's like, you really like,
you're going to great lengths to
like,
keep
before it was like only criminals or people going against me. The director has nothing to do with you. It was just a means for someone to get a notebook so that you count is going against you.
Right.
So it's enough to like get rid of them, which is, he's gotten really lax with his rules, basically.
I agree.
But dang, I mean, it's hard. And it reminds me a lot of El. Like he has his little ticks, like with his hair. M eats the chocolate. Him with the puzzles. It's like
sits on his leg as well. Like not both legs up, but one of them, I think, and he's kind of has the same posture.
And they were younger than Elle, so I wonder what is this like an institution that just like raises these savant geniuses into being, you know what I mean?
Yep.
And they just kind of go in order, and it's alphabetical. So L's the 12th one. It's the 12th letter in the alphabet. So it's like, you just keep going. I don't know.
Until you get to Z.
Thing. And then what? Start all over.
Start with numbers.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Dang.
Nonetheless, it's crazy how, like you just said, they're both it's like this orphanage just kind of raises these genius people, right?
Yeah.
But it's going to be interesting to see, because there's an interesting dynamic. Light holds the secret, the notebook, right?
Yeah.
M wants it for the evil, N wants it for the good. I don't know what he wants it for, but I see M, right? Mello as more of the antagonist, and then N, not really a protagonist, but Light, I would see him as such.
Well, see, that's the thing. That's a weird thing. Light is almost not even not really a protagonist.
True, you're right. You're right.
So that's what's kind of confusing. It's like, unless you're all for like world peace, I mean, you could be like a fan of Light and like be Team Light, but if you like subjectively, you can look at the whole thing and be like,
that's not
what he's doing is a little bit more evil, and someone trying to stop him might be the one that's you should be rooting for, right?
Correct.
But yeah, I don't really know. But yeah, so it's just crazy, and I think M. It doesn't seem like M wants the notebook just to go crazy. I think it's more to literally take out N,
right?
And then maybe from there they'll gain the powers and then become like another Light.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's going to be interesting to see. Kind of, I don't have enough information yet to try to theorize where it could go, how it could be, but it's going to be fun.
I know, and it's wild. It's wild because it's like he's gone this many years already, so he's obviously learned a lot, gotten really good. But maybe because of that, he's gotten like a little more careless and a little more quick to write. Because, like I said, he doesn't have to overthink as much. Maybe, I mean, he's still obviously very sharp, and he knew to like he's willing to divulge information, even because he'll say it's possible that Kira can get information from the police,
right?
But I think he's willing to give that. It's like if you point more evidence that it could be you, it makes other people think it's less likely to be you because you wouldn't incriminate yourself.
Correct.
But he also had the whole thing where like he was in prison or in that little jail cell 50 days. So like I don't think any of them's gonna ever
do that. Consider
him.
Right.
Man, crazy twists. I love these. I know it's like we just met them.
Right, but they're fun.
I'm already. I think it's funny because like with Elle, it took us a while to figure him out, like the weirdness. But because we got used to him, and it just kind of slots in, and it makes sense. And the same thing with M is different. He doesn't act like N and Elle.
Right, he's a little more evil, or
he's
like
not weird. He
emotional.
doesn't like sit down with his feet. Like he's not as like has these little weird quirks, except for eating chocolate.
True.
And Elle was all about eating
sweets and candy,
and like the coffee cup.
Yeah,
you know, we haven't seen N eat anything yet.
True.
Anyway, what a fun episode. That a lot was going on. That was a lot of fun. I'm really interested in this new direction with all these different angles that you can go about it. So looking forward to see where it goes.
Same here.
that's all I got for today, guys. So thanks for watching. Please consider subscribing to our channel. Full length reactions to this and other episodes are over on our Patreon, as well as early access to future episodes. If you'd like to check those out. But we'll be back in a few days with episode 28. So until then, we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.